Alright, what is up y'all? We're here today for PCL Week 2, going against Kohanx and his Reno Raikou. Now, you can see his team on the screen. It's looking kind of scary. I'm not even going to lie. Veil, plus like potential flinches and whatnot with Jirachi, plus with the defensive things he's got going on, stuff like Melodic and Florges, and it's just, and Mega Venusaur to top it all off. Oof. So, it's looking scary. But, we have some things and some stuff, right? So, first thing you'll notice, like, I saw Jirachi and I was like, nope, Rocky Helmet Vaporeon. I'm not about to sit here and get flinched down. I'm just fucking nope. I refuse. Please don't. So that was the very first thing when building this team. We were like, yeah, let's do that. So VP Scald, Wish Protect. He's a bulky motherfucker, and it really helps with Ash Grin as well. So pre and post bond, it at least means he can't lock himself into Pump or Scald or Surf or whatever Hydro fucking Cannon or whatever he wants to run. I don't know. But Vaporeon's looking nice. It's a really good defensive pivot, basically around his whole team. And with Wish Protect, I kind of at least let myself ensure to be wished up whenever I need to be. And then if I am, and I can Baton Pass out. Hopefully leave it at high enough health to not get fucked up. But that's Vape. Then we have Mega Gallade here. He's here to abuse some Psychic Terrain once again. And I kind of just got to be the standard 252 because I need to outpace that Ninetales Alola, which will try to speed tie with Kartana. And that's a scary speed tie, man. Kartana and Ninetales, like Smart Strike is going to fuck you up, but also like Blizzard is going to fuck up like 4 Kartanas. So that's a scary one. I don't want to, hopefully that's not a thing that has to happen. But yeah, just pretty standard set, like I said. Gallade is pretty important in this game. I need to keep him at as close to full health as I can because he's one of the few things that wants to take a Specs Dark Pulse from fucking Greninja, and the whole team is kind of built around hopefully not letting it get bonded. So if he just stays in regular Greninja form, he shouldn't be a problem. He can't lock himself into Pump, and I can eat Dark Pulses, and I can fuck that thing up with the CC. So there's sorry, my dog coughed and it threw me off. That's Gallade. Then, to boost that guy's Zen Headbutts up, we got Terrain Extender Lele with Calm Mind 3 attacks. Basically, just dual stab to be able to hit his team, and Calm Mind so that we can boost up. Shadow Ball, that's what I meant. Shadow Ball so we can hit Jirachi. With the Terrain Extender, that means I'll get 8 turns instead of 5, obviously, so that's a lot of turns to click Psychic. Like, how many more turns would I need to click Psychic, like, to end the game? You know, maybe like 10 turns? I don't know. But we got 8 just in case. And Lele looking like a threat. Obviously I have some web support over here, so Lele under webs is looking great. If he is something like Scarf Grin, that is a problem. I gotta try to knock that thing off, or just kill it preferably. But yeah, we got some scouting to do basically. Then also abusing the Psychic Terrain is this here Psychium Z Kartana with Psycho Cut, Defog, Leaf Blade, and Smart Strike. The Smart Strike is just there for stab. Leaf Blade, obviously the same thing. Defog because I don't want to mess with screens, man. Don't make me play Veil. I don't want to. And then Psycho Cut just abuse that terrain with the Psychium Z and the Psychic Terrain. It guaranteed blows away even Max Bold Venusaur. So it's gonna do a lot. He what's it called? Out of the Psychic Terrain, I think if he's taken a little bit of chip, like some Stealth Rocks, maybe 2 rounds of Stealth Rocks, then the regular Psychium Z should kill, assuming he doesn't have any invest in Spadef. So this thing is just a huge nuke, and it hits pretty much everything on the team, bar Jirachi, but I have no reason to stay in on Jirachi. I have Vaporeon with the Rocky Helmet in the back, so even if he does want to go for the HP Fire, or Fire Punch, or you know, try to predict me and go for U-turns, Vape's going to be eating all that stuff up. And if he does, like, turn on me, you know, he's going to be taking damage. And if he's Scarf, the more we can chip him down, the better. So, then we have our web support like we talked about, but it's also Belly Drum. I was like, I don't know whether to run, like, Belly Drum, Slurp Up, but I really need webs and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing both. And I don't, like, I was debating between Citrus Berry and Focus Sash, but, like, it just, I don't know, Citrus Berry seemed like it would be more helpful, so hopefully if I can like force out a switch or something like that with this and then get up webs, then come back late game and sweep, that'd be the optimal strategy here, but we'll see. I never used Slurp Buff before, so hopefully we don't not do that well, but it's just a Slurp Buff, you know, just Slurp Buff things. Then last but not least, I needed a Scarfer, man. I needed some kind of Scarfer just in case it was like Specs Grin. I need something to be able to outspeed that and kill it. So we have Choice Scarf Drill here, which is kind of clean because in the Psychic terrain he won't be able to get Water Shuriken, so I can potentially clean with like Earthquake or something at the end of the day. Perhaps. And I am Mold Breaker, so I can even Earthquake Flygon. How good is that? How many times do you get to Earthquake a Flygon? That's good. But Scarf Rocks obviously aren't the best thing, but they're necessary on the team, and it needed to be a thing. Brick Break is there just because like it does the same damage to Grin that Earthquake does. So if I can click Brick Break and kill the Grin and like get rid of the screens as well, that's looking fucking fantastic. So if I can do that, I will definitely take that. Drill's looking clean though. It's the one thing I have that guaranteed outspeeds the Grin if the webs aren't up. And obviously, we'll have to, like I said, we have to scout for damage and whatnot and see if he Scarf, Specs, fucking Water Plate, Mystic Water. I don't know, man. Orb would be scary, honestly. But yeah, that's the team builder. So we'll go ahead and jump into the battle. And here we are with the battle. As you can see, he has brought Jirachi, Florges, Regular Arrow, Venusaur, Greninja, and Melodic. So he has Z-move capabilities on that Aerodactyl. He did bring Flygon, so that's looking like his only Kajigger for Z-moves. I'm going to turn this, I always have the music up too loud. The background noises and whatnot. So we lead off with Slurpuff, and he leads Jirachi. So right off the bat, I'm like, fuck. Now, in hindsight, I probably could have like bluffed the Sash, because like if he Iron-Headed me and he Scarfed, then if I don't get flinched, then I set up webs. And yeah, I set up webs, and then I'm unburdened, and then if I did flinch, I'll outspeed next turn. I don't know, it was stupid. I probably could have stayed in, but we get some chip right off on that Jirachi, which is always nice, but that he does get in this fucking Mega Venusaur here. So right off the bat, he's gonna get a clean motherfucking Mega Evolution off, and it actually it gets a little odd here for a second, right? So I go for Baton Pass. How the fuck do I outspeed a Mega Venusaur? Like, what the fuck? I figured I'd just stay in and take a Drain, Baton Pass out to Mega Gallade and like, punch something, but he goes for the Roar, which is clean, predicting the switch out, which I did, but it just happened in a different order than expected. So that was odd. But we got Drill here. Drill doesn't mind having a little bit of damage on him, like as much, so we just go for the Stealth Rocks, and we are scarfed into rocks, but you don't know that. You don't know. So he's just gonna go for the Giga Drain. Do a good little chunk. Yep, crit. That's what it was. I was about to say it does a good little chunk, but nope, that is a full chunk. So I hardened to Lele. There's no way this man's going for Sludge Bomb. Like, there's no way, right? There's no way. He goes for the Giga Drain again. Thank God. I was in a bit of a predicament there because my team doesn't switch in well to make Venusaur, so we had to kind of hope for the best and get in Lele. So I was tempted to throw off a Shadow Ball, but just in case he did want to click Sludge Bomb, because he also has that Greninja in the back, so clicking Psychic is a little risky. But we get a little bit off on the Jirachi, so at least he's taking some chip, So I'm gonna switch out with Lele. He already knows I got a Vape right there. He can bring back out his Venusaur if he wants, and that's gonna suck. But he actually just goes for the Iron Head this time. So Vape is at about, I don't know, 60, maybe 65%, somewhere in there, and he's not looking too healthy. But here comes Florges, that's its name. So I go for the Baton Pass again. Probably could have used a little more health on Vaporeon. Honestly, like wishing up wouldn't have been bad, but being able to just come in here and being with Akame in the Psychic terrain is looking clean as hell. So he's gonna get lefties. So he's at, what, 92%? 94%. So I'm just going to go right for the Smart Strike. If he was max Fizdef, this actually had a chance not to kill. But I guess he wasn't. Maybe he had a little bit of investment in something else or something like that. I don't know. But right off the bat, I get a Beast Boost, and we boost him. So he's going to go into Jirachi. And this is the third time Jirachi's hit the field. So he's taking rocks, he's taking a Psychic or whatnot. I'm pretty sure at this point he's just going to double out. And yeah, he does just double and go out into the Mega Venusaur. I thought either he'd U-turn or he would just double, but it kind of made more sense to double since he was just going to take more Rocky Helmet chip anyways. So we get a Leaf Blade off on the incoming Mega Venusaur. And now it's time. So we're gonna get this young Shattered Psyche Kartana. That's looking like a thumbnail. I don't know about you guys, but that's looking like a thumbnail right there. Oh man, no, that's the one. Boom, money shot right there. So Kartana, the little origami motherfuckers flying around, bouncing Mega Venusaur around, and that boy drops. It's always a good thing seeing a Mega Venusaur go down when it has so much health. But now Okame's at +2, so if he does go back into Jirachi, we already know that man's clicking HP Fire Punch. Like, no more fucking around. Like, this man has to fucking kill me, or Kartana just starts fucking him up. He could have also went into Grin there, but I know he just probably didn't want to give me this guy again either way. So he does go for the Fire Punch this time. Takes a little bit more chip. And it's actually perfect timing too, because that weirdness disappears. So now if Jirachi comes back in, you know, no Zen head button. So he's gonna go to Mystical, the Melodic, and yeah, we just wish up here. Nice, nice, go me. So we're just having a fucking bulky water fest up here, and honestly, it's not looking great. It's really not. So I'm gonna go for the Protect, kind of scout and see what he wants to do. If he wants to go for Dragon Tail or something, we'll see what my next play would be. You know, all that stuff. So he should outspeed me pretty much no matter what. I don't honestly mind being toxic too much. Like, that does kind of suck in the end, but like as long as I have Scarf Drill in the back, it should be fine. So he actually goes for the Scald, which was odd for sure. And I think he said he meant to click something else, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, honestly. But so rather than getting a Toxic off on the Vaporeon, he comes out clean as fuck, and Akame comes in here, and it's looking like Mystical here is in range of a Leaf Blade. Not really though, because he's Burn Orb, Flame Orb, and he's just good God, fucking Melodic, man. But he turns out to not have like HP Fire or Ice Beam, and he didn't get the burn. So fucking Kartana coming in. It's funny that he's the burn one and I'm not. Like, oh man, risky. But I really had no other play. Honestly, I just needed to come in here and just quickly play. So we'll get another Beast Boost. We crit the second one, of course. Jesus, and Melodic goes down. So we're sitting kind of nice here with Akame at +1. He goes into Origami or whatever. I'm into Origami. He's I don't know, Japanese stuff. So I gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't I can't let that thing bond up. I just can't. He can just click Dark Pulse. It does a good chunk, but I eat this. I have what's it called? Protect, so I can wish up. And honestly, yeah, he gets the flinch. So fucking rip me. He got the that's oops. So yeah, he's bonded now. I was gonna say Vape kind of just walls the rest of his team, but that was not the case. 20% of the time, it works every time. Honestly, this fucking like, I yelled a little bit. There might have been some yelling going on. So now I just gotta kind of. I know he's okay. So I can live a Dark Pulse basically. So I knew I could do that. He's gonna switch out, go into Jirachi and take some rocks, and he's gonna eat the any attack I'm gonna throw at him at this point. Honestly, he's gonna kill. But Mega Gallade is sitting pretty. It's at full health, so that's good. We eat the Specs, Dark Pulse, and close combat takes out the Jirachi. So I think I've only lost Vaporeon at this point. I'm pretty sure it's 5-1 right now, and things are looking decent, you know. Oh no, he still has the Mega Aerodactyl. That's what it was. Okay, so he goes into the Mega Arrow, takes some rocks. I am forced out. Like I said, he has Z-move capabilities on this here dinosaur, so I do just go ahead and sack off the Tapu Lele. It's looking like the least valuable member of the team at the moment, and it underspeeds everything. Something needs to die to this Z-move, and it looking like it's gonna be Kartana or Lele. So this bird, looking fierce as fuck, gonna take me into the sky and beat me up. Oh, he's gonna take to the sky. And boom. That is a dead Tapu Lele if I ever seen one. Like, good God. So I go into to Scarf Drill here, and I can just click Iron Head and kill this thing. And yeah, so confirmed, not Scarf because he used Z move, so Iron Head's just going to take this thing out, and we'll have to deal with whatever Battle Bond Greninja's going to do whenever he comes in. So, honestly, I was a little tilted from the flinch, and I completely fuck up here. I don't know why it got in my head that Mega Gallade was the counter to this thing, but I just stayed in, and I fucking click Iron Head again, and it does a good chunk of damage, but he goes for Hydro Pump, so Mega Gallade does not live one of those, and he hits. So it basically comes down to, can this man hit 5 Hydro Pumps to win? He's bonded, I'm scared. Mega Gallade has a chance to live, but if it's not looking great, like it is in his favor, 100%, not 100%, but you know, it's in his favor. He hits the pump, I have a slight chance to that, nope, that HP bar went down way too fast, nope. So at this point, I can only win on a miss. I need this man to miss. I need Akame to come in here and hold down the team in the psychic terrain. He's going to go for the pump, and that man hits another pump. Akame, he could have clicked HP Poison and Akame would have died. That thing's so strong. Good God. So, last but not least, we have Slurpuff here, and I'm really wishing we were Sash about this point. So, he's going to go for the pump. Will he hit? He fucking hits 5 pumps and takes out fucking Slurpuff. So, Jesus Christ, I've never been pumped so many times in my life. Like, let me tell you, the fucking Kohan's little pump over here, good God. But, yeah, that was a very good game to him. I think I played pretty well there until I fucking choked away in the end, just threw that game completely away. But, yeah, it was definitely a fun game, though, for sure. The flinch on Vaporeon really hurt. I think it hurt the game, and, like it fucked me in the brain too. Like my self-esteem started slipping away. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, anyways, good game to Kohan. So week 1 didn't go so well. Week 2 almost went well. So we're fucking working our way up to a W here, apparently. I've never been 0-2 in a league before. Fucking feels bad, man. So we gotta fucking get our shit together and do some stuff for week 3. So with that being said, go ahead and subscribe. Definitely check out Kohan's video down below. And he actually sent me a message after the yeah, so he sent me this video after the match, and he said, live look at Greninja with Hydro Pumps. So click on the video, and it's wait for it. There. Oh man. Yeah, so shout outs to Kohan. That was funny. That's okay, like fuck you, but like that was pretty funny though, so I can't even be mad. Anyways, yeah, definitely check him out. Like, subscribe, do all that bullshit, and we'll see you next week. Bye forever.